Are the front wheels on your lawnmower not spinning or losing grip? Let's replace the drive belt and get this mower moving again. Yep! Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. Just so we're clear here, these instructions are great for most Craftsman, MTD Yard Machines, and like models with front wheel drive. Your model may vary slightly, but the general practices here will remain the same. We're going up in the world. First step, we're going to unplug the spark plug to prevent any unwanted startups. Also, we're gonna be tipping this mower quite a bit. So what I'm gonna do is empty out as much gas out of the tank as I possibly can. This will prevent any spills. That'll do. Next, we gotta get this belt cover off. And for this little mower, this belt cover is huge. We got a bolt hiding right there and a bolt hiding right there. And we also probably have some bolts hiding underneath. Both these bolts are 3/8. Let's get them out. And from here, we're gonna tip that mower over. That will do. And help get the wheels spinning with this video, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you very much. It looks like we're gonna be taking quite a bit off here. Is that hair stuck under on that blade? Ugh. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more bolts to take out underneath. That's a lot. Let's get at it. Oh, will you not even reach? Oh, might have to get a deep well in there. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, it's on me fingers. Come on. There we go. Got it. And these two down here. And it looks like we have one more bolt right here. All right, now I'm gonna tip the mower back just so I can show you everything that's going on here on the top. Will she come free? Yeah. Loosen up our height adjuster here. And that takes it off. Ah, well, would you look at that? That is why it wasn't spinning. The belt came off. I wonder how that happened because there are belt guides all over the place here. There's 1, 2. So how does that even come off? Even though this belt popped off, I'm still gonna replace the belt because this belt has probably done its time. It might be ruined on the other end. We'll find out. But couldn't hurt to put a new one on. I'm just going to pull this out here for now. And at this point, we're gonna flip it back over so we can take the blade off. Then we're gonna get this blade off, which isn't even sharp. That's on there. I'm gonna have to board it up. I'm gonna send this guy down, block it, foot it, and twist it. One more turn. There we go. Good. Now let's get this back up. Now we'll take the 5/8. Off she comes. Now the belt is traveling right through here and we got to remove this plastic cover. It looks like there's one bolt right there and one right there. 3/8, take them out. They'll be little guy. There we go. Had to line that up so we can get the cover off. And off she comes. Looks like this engine had a little bit of an oil leak. Perhaps that's something we'll look into down the road. You can see more of it here. And from here, all we gotta do is just pull out the belt. Let's go get a closer look at it. All right, let's get a closer look at our belt here. And if we notice, if I tip it this way, notice it's kind of got this whoosh effect going on here. It kind of rises up to this side. Been sitting like that for a long time. I don't really see any wear marks or significant problems with this belt. Technically, I could reuse it. But I have a brand new belt, I'm gonna use that instead. Check this out, this is our replacement belt. And I love how it just says belt. Like, this is a very cheap belt to replace it with. This is a cheap mower. We're doing a quick, cheap repair here. This is the new belt that's gonna go on, and I'll have the model number for this specific belt linked down below. If we take the old one and the new one and we match them up, they're the same size. Let's get it on there. Okay, so pretty simple here. We're gonna take our belt, feed it through, and wrap it around that pulley. You can come over here and pull it tight. Let's wipe up this oil really quick before we continue. Yeah, it's definitely doing something. And from here, I'm gonna pull on the belt nice and tight, take the cover, slide that through the slot in the deck, and then slide it into place. That way, it expands, the belt expands inside this little channel here. Now we're just gonna lock that cover back into place. Now, here's a look at the old blade. You can see it's pretty jagged. especially on this side's really chewed up. And if we take a look here, this definitely hit something. They hit something hard. Maybe it was a pipe in their yard or a rock, who knows. And it definitely destroyed this blade. This blade is in really rough shape, and even if it was hot, I don't think it could cut through butter. So we're gonna replace it because life's too short for dull blades. This is an OEM blade. We're gonna pop that right on. I'm gonna thread in our bolt and send it home. Okay, everything's good under here. Let's flip it back. The whole front axle's a mess right now. Let's tip it back. There we go. Get things back where they belong. So now what we're gonna do is take this belt, and if we pinch it tight like that and tip the transmission down, we should be able to just, work it right over that pulley. You'll notice when I pull back on the drive bail, it's going to tighten up this cable and lift up this transmission, just like so, and that tightens the belt around the pulley, allowing these front wheels to drive you forward. Now from here, we're gonna take our belt guide, and we're just going to squeeze the belt tight, and we're just gonna drop those pins back into their holes. Not too challenging. There we go, and she's in place. Now, this belt may look a little tight, but it's not making full contact with this pulley quite yet. And when I lift up on that drive bail at the handlebars, that's going to pull this transmission up and then tighten it really tight around that pulley. Now, my next step is going to be putting the top cover back on, and then I'll put the bolts in from underneath. But if we notice, the axle keeps coming out of its base here because it's sitting too low. So I'm just gonna pop this up a little bit, shove a piece of wood underneath. That way the axle can rest in its home. And then from here, we'll just drop our cover back into place. Drop it like it's hot, right in a spot. Good. Then I'm gonna take those 3/8 bolts and send them right back in here on the top. You don't wanna go too hard on them because they are driving into plastic. And from here, I'm just gonna lock my height adjuster into place. Now we can slide our board out. Then I'm gonna tip this mower back on its side one last time, so that way I can bolt it in from the bottom. I'm gonna start with my cover back here, send that one in, and then we'll get up here into these ones. Okay, let's flip her back to normal. We're good now. And we're gonna reinstall our spark plug boot. All right, this mower now has a new belt. It's locked on those pulleys, so if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go fire it up. All right, let's give it a whirl. Woo. Front wheel test, here we go. Yep, they're working. Let's give it a roll. Yep, moving along. Great. Excellent. Now here's a few other tips and tricks to help you out with this procedure. Now the new belt that I popped on was belt number 954-04259A, but it's also sold as number 754-04259A. Now this is common with MTD mowers to have multiple part numbers. I've seen it with belts, blades, and other various parts. Before you buy a part for these kinds of mowers, be sure to do yourself a favor and double check the part number before time of purchase. Next up, tipping the mower. And one of the best ways to do any work underneath the mower is by tipping it up like this. This prevents any oil from getting into any unwanted areas inside the engine. Only problem with that during this kind of a procedure is accessibility to some of the tighter areas and some nuts and bolts. So it is to your advantage to maybe tip it on the side for this procedure, but in most other cases, if you can get away with just tipping it back like this, it's probably gonna be the way to go. Also, let's say you just turn the mower on and your wheels are already spinning, but you haven't touched the drive bail yet. Well, that may be a case of the belt that you got being too small. You could potentially have a belt that's the wrong size. Double check your belt, make sure it's the correct size, make sure it's the correct part number, and get the new one on there if needed. Also, I'm glad I did this belt replacement because I found out some things along the way. Like the oil leak underneath? Yeah, and a pretty banged up blade. I mean, check that thing out. Is it a possibility that the two are connected? Maybe the previous owner hit something really hard and possibly bent the drive shaft, and maybe that's causing an oil leak. Who knows? I guess we'll find out in a future video. If your mower deck is looking a little rough, like this, I just did a video on how to repaint the underside of a mower deck, and I'll have that video linked down below in the description. If you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe, and for more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.